Hey everyone, this is Genesis Tejeda from Team 5 Radha Krishna. At our India pre-departure orientation, we discussed many stereotypes that people associate with India and its culture. This informative session in November allowed us to brainstorm things we would possibly witness while in India without really knowing if they were true or not. For many of us, this would be our first time traveling abroad, which made us feel both excited and nervous. Some of the stereotypes we discussed were that all Indians are Hindu, many Indians are impoverished, the food is extremely spicy, animals run wild everywhere, and so many more. Reflecting back on our experience in India, we realized the importance of not jumping to conclusions as they can lead to false impressions. The rest of our video will showcase the beauty of India and the truth surrounding the stereotypes relating to food, poverty, and religion. Thank you. Enjoy. Common misconceptions about Indian food are one, that it's so spicy you won't be able to enjoy the food. It'll leave your mouth burning after every meal. And two, that you most likely will get sick on your travels there. During our time in India, our group realized that these misconceptions really aren't true. A lot of the foods that they eat there are similar to what we have in the United States. While there were some spices, it made the food flavorful and vibrant, and there was a familiarity. Things like pasta, rice, chicken, different vegetables, and even spices that we use in our daily diets. And not many of us got sick at all. Quite frankly, out of the 29 of us, one or two got sick on different occasions. And we were surprised to see that there were staples of the United States like Dunkin' Donuts and Domino's, different pizza eateries, different drinks, and even McDonald's. Things that we weren't expecting from hearing about India and the misconceptions people have about it. Their foods are not that different. It's very saturable and enjoyable. Things like sugarcane, which is a staple of home, was a surprise to see and a great thing to enjoy. The most unique thing about Indian food is that they have so much diversity on one plate, which is a reflection of the country as a whole and shouldn't be a surprise to any of us. But it was great to see foods that we're used to and foods that we weren't.
Hi, I'm Gayatri. I'm a student of First Timer Business School. Few days back, some students of Binghamton University visited India, and also they visited our institute, and I'm supposed to answer some of the questions. And the first question is, what is unique about Indian food? According to me, Indian food is very unique from rest of the world, not only in its taste but also on its cooking method. It's a perfect blend of various cultures. The second question is, what is my favorite dish and what is the perspective of American food on Indian food? My favorite dish is very hot egg curry and chicken curry. And apart from this, my favorite dish is curry rice, which is a typical Indian food. So I would suggest you guys to come again India and have a different taste of various Indian food. Thank you.
Many times, when people discuss India, one of the first topics that comes to mind is that of poverty. They discuss how so many Indians live in poor conditions. What they forget to mention is that not all citizens are living in such poor economic conditions. There are many middle-class citizens who live in great communities and in good living conditions. The concept that majority of the country is in a state of impoverishment is false. Yes, there are those who are poor, but there are also those who are living extremely comfortable lives, just like in any other country. When thinking of India, one has to keep this concept in mind and understand that just like in America there are those who are homeless, dependent on the government for sustenance, there are others who are not. The same goes for other countries around the globe. Even though the media may not show the growing middle class of a country, but only the poor, that does not mean the whole country is living in poor economic conditions. After experiencing India for a full 2 weeks, we were able to see this reality with our very own eyes. We explored different sites in India and met various people. We visited various religious sites, drove through different communities, met with Indian students, and saw that there are many people in India who live life in a manner similar to our own.
Hello, how you doing?
Hi, I'm fine.
So we're just doing a video on different myths about India and what people think about that. So coming to India, everybody speaks about the poverty that's very prevalent here.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that? Is it as prevalent as people say?
Well, in the villages, yes, of course, poverty is very prominent in India. People are very much based on farming, like occupations of farming, and they drive bullock carts and all stuff. You must have heard about it.
Actually, do you believe that the people that who are found themselves in poverty today can improve their situation? Or
Yes, of course. Our government is taking many steps to improve situation. The Green Revolution, have you heard about it? The Green Revolution is like spending more money on fertilizers and stuff like that to improve their status in the society.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
What's your name, sir?
Arush.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When one thinks about India, another thing that pops into one's head is religion. One of the most common stereotypes is that all Indians are Hindu. A bigger common mistake is when foreigners confuse religion with the language. Hindi is the language and Hindu is the religion. The Hindu religion makes up 80.5% of the population, so it could be easy to make the assumption that all Indians are Hindus. There are actually 9 major religions in India: Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Sikhism, Buddhism, Jainism, Zoroastrianism, Judaism, and Baha'ism. One could be surprised to find out that India is the birthplace of 4 of the world's major religions: Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism. As part of our tour of India, we visited many religious sites. After seeing all these places of worship, we noticed that the nation is so tolerant of all the religions and they really do coexist.
No matter where you are traveling to or who you are meeting with, preconceived notions should try to be disregarded to the best of your ability. Our trip to India proved to us that there is always so much to explore and learn before placing all hopes on stereotypical notions. The experiences that occurred during the 2014 India trip goes to show that our 2 short weeks were full of engaging, fun, and unforgettable memories that will last forever. We all feel very special to have been part of this amazing group and would highly encourage those interested to try and experience India for themselves. Thank you.
आज ब्लू है पानी 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 और तुम भी सानी 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 आ जाओ